when you are just starting with Colourpuncture? Where do you start? And how do you make a plan? So let's talk a little bit about plan first, and then I will suggest something which makes a perfect start in Colourpuncture. It's available for everyone. It's really, really simple, really, really profound as well. So about the plan. As you are learning your Colourpuncture treatment, most often than not, you will have some ideas, either from your menu or from your teacher, on how many times and how often and how many treatments of a particular kind you need. There are several types of treatments in Colourpuncture, and I will just want to briefly touch upon 5 of them. So first type of treatments, which you will probably start off with as a patient, these are body treatments. So for example, if you have immune system problems, lymphatic system problems, frequent colds, inflammation, infections, this kind of things, you will probably have a lot of, either from your therapist or self-given, a lymphatic, what is called basic lymphatic treatment. Basic lymphatic treatment is something that you can do every day in the acute stage of your problem or condition, and then you can spread it out. So once in 2 days, once in 3 days, once a week, and so on, when condition improve. The same thing if you are working on a chronic condition which concerns immune system or lymphatic system, you will start off with doing it every day because you will want to make your chronic problem acute. You will want to move it to a state which is more sort of available for your body to actually address, because chronic situations, they tend to be stagnant, they're very difficult to shift. So first we need to move them into this acute stage, and from this to healing. So lymphatic treatment, immune system treatment, basic lymphatic, basic toxic, you start off once a day and then you spread them out as you improve. With a basic endocrine treatment, pretty much the same. However, I would say that basic endocrine system, you will start off doing probably every other day or twice weekly, because it just could be too strong. You will have too much energy. You will be so energized because it contains really power points. Then again, you spread it out as your situation improves. And when do you end here with those type of treatments? So, for example, if you have acute condition of immune system or lymphatic system and your situation improves, you might not repeat it at all, or you might want to repeat it in half a year, in 1 year time, just in case. If, however, you have recurrent problem like chronic situation which resolves but not to the full degree, or this is something so embedded into your system that it comes again and again, even despite your best efforts, you might want to repeat it. And you might want to repeat it again once a week, once in 2 weeks, once a month, depending on the situation. Same with endocrine system. For example, if there is insufficiency of endocrine system, your endocrine system is just not making enough hormones, it's not the right quantity, it's not the right combination, so your body is struggling to support itself with a proper hormonal situation. So you might want to do it as a maintenance, again, once a week or once a month, depending on the situation. So this type of treatment, this is how they're done, body treatment. Next category of treatment, what is called daily treatment. And these are your coordination 1, coordination 2 treatments, coordination 10 treatments. These are all your polarity and laterality treatments, because this is something you will likely be doing every day before any other treatment you want, because those are preparation kind of treatments. The next category of treatments for more advanced, this is conflict resolution. Conflict resolution treatments, they are big family of therapies. So if you're talking about prenatals, there is a certain part into prenatals. We talked about it already in our Q&A. So when you're starting on prenatal, for example, you're doing basic prenatals 4 times, then you're doing 7 points prenatals, then you can come back to basic prenatals, and then you can either go for BARDA or you can go for more organ correspondences with prenatals. How your prenatal time affects the spine, and from the spine, how it affects the whole body. So this kind of situation. For more heavy conditions, conditions which really sort of made a nest in the body over a long term, heavy diseases, We do conflict resolution, which is done on the head, for example, 3 times daily. And it might seem a lot, and it is a lot, but we are talking about really heavy conditions. And then after situation improves, symptoms improves, again, we are spreading it out. And as a maintenance, I would say no less than once a week if conditions still in kind of manageable but still present state, because again, we are talking about really heavy diseases. A reset type of treatment. This is interesting type of treatments. We are talking about big glandular harmonization, as it was called in old days. Now it's called big coordination treatment. This is something we learn in module 1 of professional Colourpuncture training. We are regulating the entire endocrine system in one go. Very beautiful, very big treatment, big in effect. There are plenty of points as well. This is something that you do once a month, once in 6 weeks. Another example of reset treatment will be lymphatic reset done on the face. Again, this is something that you would do from time to time because by definition, it resets something. In this case, so first example was endocrine organ, second example was lymphatic system. This is a big reset. We don't need reset every day, but every now and again, those are beautiful, beautiful treatments, which really makes a difference. Another type of treatments, more sort of personal development, lifestyle treatments, shall we say. We're talking about, for example, boundaries. This is famous Colourpuncture treatment for relationships and giving and receiving energy. This particular kind of treatment I found most helpful practicing every day for 2 weeks. This is a very short treatment, so it will take probably 5-10 minutes before sleep every day. And you will get great results by doing it daily, just observing your reactions and how your whole outlook on a principle of giving and receiving energy, relationship, abundance, and boundaries in your life, in your energy field will change. So this is definitely something that are beautiful. I tried it many times. So this is approximate plan. This is how you can make a plan. You can make your plan in any planner you want. If you're into Excel and this kind of thing, make it in a beautiful plan. If you are not, if you just do your little notes every day, you do your little journaling in any file, you just put your plan. So every day. So for example, once a day, coordination 1 in the morning, coordination 2 in the evening, or coordination 10 in orange color for energy in the morning, coordination 10 in blue color for relaxation in the evening, this type of things. Then, for example, every Saturday, every Sunday, when you have time, you can do your body treatment. Every 6 weeks, every month, at the very beginning of the month, at the very end of the month, you can put your reset type of treatments and so on. And now, where to start? Now, all students of Colourpuncture, no matter which training you take, you will probably start with a treatment called Coordination 1. In old days, it was called morning brain balance because this is what it does. It regulates waking rhythms, alpha and beta. And it's for these reasons, it's best done in the morning or in the first part of the day. On the example of this treatment, I want you to really think about what we are actually doing with Colourpuncture, what we are trying to achieve, and how our body is reacting. So this is a beautiful treatment to observe your reactions as well and learn to note down your reactions and look at your reactions to certain color, to certain point, to certain principle over time. This is very, very valuable. So Coordination 1 is something simple. It's something very powerful. We use it every time. As I said, this is probably the easiest treatment because the points are the easiest to find, all 6 of them. It's very brief. It's very effective because it treats everything. It treats endocrine system, lymphatic system. It treats in principle, yang principle. It energizes the spine, it relaxes the mind. What else do we want? It's like, all in all, beautiful, beautiful treatment. Very simple. So very often we discount it when we learn all this sophisticated treatment, do not. Every now and again, I always come back to Coordination 1 and just do it several days in a row. Just in this sense, it also acts as a reset because your body already knows this treatment. And when you repeat it from time to time, this is really beautiful. Okay, so Why I like this treatment so much? So first of all, it uses all main 6 colors. It all uses all spectral colors apart from turquoise. So it touches up on all main principle, as we just said, and it's perfect treatment to start really tuning in into yourself, how your body reacts to a treatment. So how you can do it? You can do coordination one as a sort of Colourpuncture meditation. So you put your color on point number 1 and you tune in. You can either go with the color property or you can go with a point name. So, for example, the first point of coordination 1 is REN 8, and REN 8 acupuncture point, the name of it is Spirit Gate. Now, think about Spirit Gate. This is the very beginning of life, and this indeed, we treat this in green color, and green color is a color of balance overall, and it's neither warm nor cold. It's right in the between, in the middle of the spectrum. And this point is a point relating to birth. It's point relating to mother. It also points related to actually relaxation of our jaw and TMJ, temporomandibular joint. In this sense, again, think about layers. So every time you treat a point, you can either ask yourself a simple question: where does this green color goes in my body? Where is it needed? What is it? How am I feeling this green color? You don't have to ask yourself literally those questions, although you might in the very beginning. Some people are naturally so sensitive to color puncture, they don't need anything at all. They just need to put the color on, and that's everything. For some people, they need little prompts. But if you keep this frame of mind, I would say this would be wonderful. Again, be aware of these layers. So so first point was green color. Second point, we treat color orange. And color orange addresses this whole principle of endocrine system, hormonal system, and balances out on a very big level. Point number 3, we use color violet, and with violet color, we treat point, which is called father point. This is exactly opposite REN 8 on the spine. Now, this point, again, think of it in layers. Oh, this is just example. With any point, there are several indications, so you can think in layers. Those are just 2 examples to start you off with, and then you can make your own connections. So this is point of the father. This is point of the whole yang principle is opposite to the yin principle, which was point number 1, point of the mother. It also relates to thyroid, and it also relates to medulla oblongata. Now think about it. All the correlation, all the connotation of these points, you can really see how it plays out in your life, in your health. Beautiful. Point number 4, we are using yellow color, and we're treating lymphatic system, we're treating immune system. Point number 5, we are using red color, and with red color, with downward movement for energizing the spine, and with that the entire body. Beautiful. And the last point, but not the least, is blue color, and with blue color, which is directed upwards on the point which treats, which calms the mind, which calms the spirit, calms the mind, and brings everything into balance. It's a nice sort of finish to the whole thing. It's really, really beautiful. So make your notes. With each point, as you are putting the point on the body, just tune in, ask yourself a question, take a nice deep breath. It only takes 20, 30 seconds. You can do it up to a minute. Now, when I started with Colourpuncture, I was very diligent. I was observing my timings and everything. I was counting my seconds. I was doing 30 seconds, 1 minute. I was counting it for many, many years. And now I'm just doing the color for as long as it feels right. And how I discovered it was very beautiful. I had one patient. He was patient for acupuncture. Actually, with acupuncture, normally, when we stimulate the needle, we ask, okay, just tell me where you feel this connection, this little dai chi, what is called in acupuncture connection, dai chi sensation, and then I will stop stimulating. So When I did first Colourpuncture on him, he thought that this is pretty much similar. And I was doing the light. It was just under 1 minute. And then suddenly he said, this is enough. And then on the next, I didn't interrupt him. And then on the next point, he also said, this is enough. And this is how I discovered it. It was so useful, actually. Then I started doing it on myself, on different people, and it really works. So you can really use it and use the light for, I wouldn't use the light if you only started for more than 2 minutes, but then you can experiment with it. Again, it depends on the treatment. Any questions on that, please do ask. I'm happy to answer questions. I'm happy to connect. So good luck with it. Bottom line is make your little plan, make your start with, for example, coordination one, and then tune in, observe yourself, make notes, read over written and read over a period of time. You will observe a lot. You will know how you react to a particular color, to a particular principle, to a particular point. It can be really, really invaluable. Start somewhere. Start with coordination one. Ask me any questions. Good luck.